The U.S. All-Volunteer Army is in dismal shape. At least that's the conclusion of a new study released today by Congressman Robin Beard of Tennessee. He says if there's no improvement, the U.S. may have to begin the draft again or consider some kind of national service. Bill Werdum has more.
ABC News has learned that the Army is being seriously weakened by the all-volunteer concept. Fully half of the recruits joining the Army today do so because they cannot find jobs in civilian life.
Raise your right hands.
Because they joined the Army primarily to find jobs, many recruits are unsuited to Army life, and many are discharged. 35% of all recruits fail to finish their first term of enlistment.
I think the toughest problem we come across is not actually the training like here. I think the toughest problem we come across is making winners out of them. Really, because what we've got, who comes in the Army today? Who really comes in and why do they come in? The pay's not that much. Most of them have quit high school. Most of them have dropped out of high school. If they've had any jobs at all, they've had 2, 3, or 4 jobs. Mama runs them out of home, daddy runs them out of home, or they've stayed there with mom and daddy all along. And what we've got, what I see it's not a nice word perhaps, but I call them losers. And in being losers, they quit.
Another officer said privately he felt the Army was becoming more and more an employment and social agency. Although more than half of today's recruits are high school graduates, the average recruit is capable of reading at only the 9th grade level or below. Army manuals written at the 11th grade level are now being rewritten so that they can be understood by those with a lower level of comprehension. To attract the manpower it must have, the Army is spending millions of dollars on advertising, and it is promising recruits the jobs of their choice, travel, and a chance of a better education. ABC News has discovered, however, that soldiers trained for one type of job are frequently used in a totally different job. And once they reach Europe, soldiers find they have little time or money to travel. What it is all adding up to is an Army made up of increasingly frustrated and disillusioned soldiers with low morale. And this is raising doubts both in and out of the Army about how effective it could be if it ever had to fight. Bill Werdum, ABC News, Washington.
The preparedness of the Army will be the subject of a special ABC News close-up tonight entitled The American Army, A Shocking State of Readiness. That's at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central Time.